Hey guys, what is happening? This is going to be the final part of this Blu-ray collection saga. So we just went through Gladiator, now we're going to go through the Dark Knight trilogy. That's what we got here. I absolutely love this trilogy, Batman Begins, Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises. Christopher Nolan's one of my absolute favourite filmmakers, and Oppenheimer was obviously amazing this summer, the one they recently came out with, and absolutely love this film. I think Batman Begins is my favourite. I think obviously Dark Knight is the objectively better film, but Batman Begins holds a special place in my heart, I think. And I absolutely love this trilogy. I think origin stories just have a soft spot in my heart as well, but one of the best trilogies in cinema, I believe, and I absolutely love it. Another one that had Christopher Nolan involved, he did the story for this one. This is Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder, and I absolutely adore this one. This film really made me a fan of Superman, and Henry Cavill was amazing in this role, and I love the fact that you sort of did see Kal-El depicted as an alien from another world, which is really cool. I absolutely love this one, and I really love the role that Kevin Costner plays as Pa Kent. He is amazing in this role, and goddamn, that scene with him and Clark, where he puts his hand up towards Clark to give him a bit of an indication, just gets me every time. What an amazing movie. I absolutely love this one. I absolutely love it. And next we got Zack Snyder's Justice League, the better version of the Justice League. I absolutely love this one. This is the 4 hour long cut of Justice League. It is better than the Joss Whedon one, but I did like the Joss Whedon one, gotta be honest. I did like it. But yeah, that was really good. Next one we got here, Batman vs Superman. And I don't love this film as much as the previous films in the DC universe, the ones we just went through, Justice League and Man of Steel, but I think this is still a good one. It does get a bit convoluted, but I do really like it. It does feel a bit bloated, I do agree with that, and it is more Batman's movie than Superman, which is a bit disappointing, but I think this is still a good follow-up to Man of Steel. I will say that. I think it's still a good follow-up, but maybe not what was expected, not as good as what people expected, I think. The Raid, this is an amazing Indonesian action movie done by fellow Welshman Gareth Evans. Absolutely amazing. This film did revitalise the martial arts action genre in Hollywood, and it really is shot so well and so clearly. You can see everything that's happening, and I think that did give rise to a new style of filmmaking, which is a really good thing, because I think before this film, a lot of films were doing the handheld camera for a lot of the fight scenes, and I much prefer the steady camera where you can see everything quite clearly. I absolutely do prefer that, so this film is very good. Absolutely love this one. Love the sequels of Raid 2 is awesome. Raid 2 is awesome. Next one, The Batman by Robert Pattinson. Now, I've seen this film a couple of times, and the more I see it, the more I love it, and the more I really do think Robert Pattinson may be the best Batman. I absolutely love this film, and it is coming close to being my favorite Batman movie. You know what I mean? I think that Batman Begins might take the cake, but oh my god, this film is just absolutely amazing. I love the fact they did a noir take on Batman. It's absolutely amazing. Really love this one, and Robert Pattinson does an amazing job in this, and Matt Reeves as well directs it really well, and cinematography is absolutely beautiful. Every single frame in this movie is like a comic book panel or a painting. It looks incredible. It's a really great story as well, so I do love this film, and I love the noir take on Batman, which was long overdue, so that is very good. No Time to Die. This is the send-off to the Daniel Craig saga of James Bond, and I absolutely love this movie. I had a bit of a conflict in my mind of whether I actually liked the ending to this movie, but upon watching it recently, again, I realised that it is a great ending, and I actually do really like the ending, and the effect it has on you is quite profound, and I do like that quite a lot, and I think this is a great send-off to Daniel Craig's Bond, because he was my Bond. He's the Bond I sort of grew up with. I did come in on the tail end of Pierce Brosnan's Bond. He was around when I was young, and I did watch his Bonds, but Daniel Craig is really the person I have in my mind when I think about James Bond currently. So that is awesome. He's a brilliant Bond. He will be missed. Daniel Craig, you are awesome as Bond. Loved you as Bond, buddy, and he really excelled in this role. So I do love No Time to Die. We got Dune. Now, I just got the news that Dune 2 has been delayed to 2024, which is really sad because I absolutely loved Dune. I was really looking forward to seeing that this year, but I'm going to have to wait until next year. Now, this is an amazing movie by Denis Villeneuve, another director I really like, and this is a great film. This is Dune, and it's great to see these science fiction epics that are based on classic novels that are coming out. I mean, it's not based on any comic book or graphic novel. It's based on an actual piece of literature that came out earlier in the 20th century. So that is really cool, and it's an amazing movie. Great ensemble cast, really great sci-fi epic that really does feel like a part one in the best possible way. I love the fact that they don't try to combine a lot of books together like they do with a lot of science fiction movies. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot of fear on the distributor's part where they want as much of the book series in one film as possible, but this one is really a part one of one book, which I do appreciate. It makes it feel like Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean, where they really take the time with telling the story in the film format. So I do love Dune. Dune is absolutely amazing. What a great film by Denis Villeneuve. Here we got Tenet. Now, this is probably one of the lesser loved Christopher Nolan films. I did watch this recently. It is confusing as shit, but it's still very, I liked it. I mean, I do like it. It is maybe one of Christopher Nolan's weaker films, I think. And it may just be that my brain is too small to understand it completely. Like, there are things I understand about it, but the sort of intricacies of what is actually going on, I do find quite complex. But nonetheless, Christopher Nolan is still one of the best directors, you know what I mean? And even one of his weakest films is still a very good film. So that says a lot about him. So this is Tenet, and it came out during the pandemic, and that sort of did it quite a disservice, I think. That's why it sort of suffered in terms of the box office. But I liked it. I think it's good. I think it's worth a rewatch in future to go over again, because it is a Christopher Nolan film after all. His films do warrant multiple watches. It's Drive by with Ryan Gosling. This is done by Nicholas Winding Refn. Really love this movie. This movie came at a really interesting time in my life. It really came at a time when I was getting into film, and it really did ignite my interest in it. And there's such artistry in this film, you know. It is. Oh no! Oh, Ryan Gosling! I dropped Ryan Gosling. How dare I? I dropped my Kindle. But no, this is an amazing movie. I really love this one. I got to see this again. Actually, it's been a long time, but I went through a period where I just kept rewatching and watching because there's so much to see in this film, and it is one of those quiet noir films that's not what it first seems like. It's not the action-packed film that it was sort of marketed to be. It is a quiet, somber, and calculated piece about this young man who's a stuntman that gets involved in criminal activities. But it is a very good film. I absolutely love this one. I need to watch this again sometime soon. Now, that is it for the Blu-rays, guys. That is it for that. And that is all my Blu-rays currently. Like I said, I'm not someone who sort of goes out of my way to like collect them a lot. I may do that in the future, but right now this is my collection. I have sold a lot off recently, you know, for financial reasons, but that is the ones that I have right now. But there may be more coming in the future. But like I said, I am quite a minimalist with regards to what content I have. I usually have it in like digital form. You know, it would either be on my devices rather than in the physical format. But I do love collecting Blu-rays. I mean, I do love watching Blu-rays because they do look better. So that may change in the future, but who knows, guys, you know? But these are the ones I have right now. I'm happy with them right now, you know what I mean? These are some of my favorites here. So that is good. But yeah, guys, really appreciate it. You guys take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, smugglings.